Hey, happy Wednesday. Welcome back to my channel, Georgia Girl, Every Woman, Wellness and More. And I'm your host, Georgia Girl. Today is Wellness Wednesday, and I just want to share some things about men mental health. I just want to put this out. My channel is here not to diagnose anyone or tell anyone about what they're going through. My channel is basically to share awareness and information and facts and inspiration about different things that's affecting our health. But if you find that my live stream will be helpful for you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I hope everybody have had a good day today. Today has been another hot day. And shout out to the ones that are doing the pineapple water challenge. I think we got 6 people in it this year, this week. If you missed my video from this morning, you can check that out. Why it shouted out to everybody that has been doing it. And it's a healthy drink. It's mostly like detox and refreshing. It's just a good thing if you just want to just stay off caffeine for a while. It's just something, you can just drink on the side. But hey, Six Bowl, I see you was in here. I know I hadn't been on. I haven't did a live stream in a couple of days because I had been doing. Hey, welcome in. I had been doing some treatments for my back, and I just been restless, and I just been, trying to get back right. But today I felt okay to come on live. Hey, pre-retirement. Hey, everybody. Welcome in. Welcome in. If you're new, welcome. I welcome you. Today is Wellness Wednesday. If you have been following me, every month I share different awareness on different topics. But like I said, I'm not a doctor. I'm not licensed to diagnose anyone. I'm just a blogger. And I share wellness and awareness. I do entertainment. I share meal preps. I do a little of it all over here. I'm not every woman, but one thing for sure, I want people to know I'm all about uplifting and not tearing down. So if you're new, I welcome you. Show the song, You Are the Healing Jesus. You can go check out my last video. I did do a video and I did add some music in that if you want to check out my short video. But if you're coming in, I do welcome you. Don't forget to hit the like button, share, and subscribe. How many men's I want to see how many men's in my chat. If they come in my chat today, I want to ask how important your health is to you. What are you doing to make sure you be fine? Make sure that you where you need to be on your journey, on your healthy journey. So I'll be sharing some. I'm gonna read an article that I had found, and it's from a professor. He shared it in 2023. This article would tell the history of when they started honoring men in May. They start honoring men in May in a certain year, so I'll be sharing that, and I'll be sharing some statistics about men and women. The difference of what affect men more than women. Because last month I was talking about women's health. So this month I'm talking about men health. So over here I talk about a little bit all. I do not discriminate. I think everybody is important, whether you're a man or a woman. I do not just, hey Frank, how you doing? I do not discriminate on color, your size. I don't do anything in that order. I'm just over here to uplift, share, and try to maintain focusing on what I need to do to keep myself around as long as possible. How you doing, Frank? Good to see you. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Thank you. We're talking about men's health today. How many men we have in the chat? How many men know your health is important too? How many men in the chat? If you know your health is important, put a thumb in the chat. If you're a man, if you're in my chat, do you know your health is important? Do you know that? So today I'm gonna get into my commentary. It's good to see everyone. Shout out, like I said, shout out to the ones that are doing the pineapple challenge. We're on day 3, and I can tell you, I've been going. You have you in the bathroom, but it's not nothing gonna be harmful. You just detoxing, whether you're doing that or you just going to the bathroom. And so you think your health is important? Okay. Hey, Sassy. Hey, Joshua. I'm talking about men health, and I did shout y'all out today. If you missed the video that I did this morning, I was shouting out everybody that is participating in the challenge. The last couple of days, I've been recuperating. I've been doing some treatments on my back, so I had been sore and had to get some injections. So I just took a couple of days, to get myself up to want to go live. So today I felt like coming live, but I have been doing my pineapple water every morning. What didn't? No, I didn't go live yesterday, or I haven't been live since Sunday. I haven't been live since Sunday. I've been sharing videos. Hey Joshua, how you been doing? I kill by my house. I walk. You care about your health. I'm trying to read what you're saying, Josh. Let me look at my phone card. I'm trying to. I kill by my house. Let's see. I was asking the question: how many men in the chat know their health does matter? Frank said his health matters. No, I didn't go live yesterday on Monday. I got 2 shots on Monday, right? And it seemed like I was having some after effects about it. My body was still sore, and I just went up to it. Like I said, when you don't see me, I'll be trying to get myself on track. But yeah. Now I haven't been live since Sunday? Yeah, Sunday. But I've been sharing about the pineapple water. But this is my first live stream for the week. I possibly went live Monday, but I just wasn't feeling up to it. Joshua said, I work out today and I made a workout short clip on my YouTube channel. That's good, Joshua. So I see you are doing whatever you can. I saw when you had put the scale up. So are you working on your weight? Are you working on trying to lose weight? Frank, shout out to you because I have seen you in the past couple of months, like you done changed up on your eating habits. And that's real good. If you're doing something to better yourself, that is great. And that's what we all should do. Do what we can to do what's best for us. Don't let nobody tell you that you can't. Whatever you got in your mind to do, if God give you the strength to do it, keep doing it. And that's what I say about myself. But that's what we're talking about this probably this week and next week. We're just going to be sharing some things about men health. And shout out to you too, Joshua. I see you be out there playing basketball. And I saw when you put your weight on your community wall. So you trying to lose some weight. Y'all can put in the chat what some of the things that y'all are doing to better yourself. I see Frank be walking. I see Frank been cutting back on his different foods. I see Joshua been playing basketball, like he's staying active. And, that's what it's all about. Like the doctor always be telling us, keep it moving, And anything that I read today or talk about today is for educational, entertainment purposes only. And I had put this article in my description box where I'll be reading from today. You can see it and you can also look it up on your own. But this is basically what I'll be sharing today. Men health month, early detection, mental health are among key topics. So I'm going to get into my commentary. If you're coming into my chat, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. And it's good to see everyone. Like I said, I'm not a doctor. I can't diagnose anyone. If you're having issues with anything concerning your health, make sure you contact your medical provider. I try to encourage, I try to share things that I think would be helpful. Hey, Bud Files, good to see you. How's y'all day going? I'm just sharing I'm reading an article concerning men health. June is Men Health Awareness Month. Last month, I shared some things about women health. So this month, I'm sharing some things about our men. And if you have a husband, your significant other, or you have brothers, uncles, nephews, grandkids, once they get older, try to encourage them more to go to their doctors. You know, a lot of the men's out here don't like to go to the doctor. Hey, Lion Pride. A lot of the men's out here don't like to go to the doctor. They go when something occur, but sometimes it's best to go on and get your checkups, or if you're up under any doctor care, like my doctor, you're going to go certain times anyway. Sometimes you go get your 3-month checkup. It's all depending on what you're going for. Some of the some of their checkups either require 3 months, a year, or so on and so on. But a lot of us, including women's, but I know men, they really don't like to go unless they just have to go. And if you're up on a doctor, if you constantly seeing a doctor, they're gonna suggest different types of tests and things that you should be getting at your age. Good to see you, Lion Pride. I miss you the last couple of nights because I've been recuperating myself. After I got some treatments on Monday, I said I'm just gonna take a couple of days and just relax. So because I had got 2 shots on Monday, and I had been doing some therapy at home. I just didn't record it, but I've been, I had been sore and I got those shots, and it seemed like it was. I had been so restless. So I said I'm gonna get me a couple of days and just rest. So I haven't really been live since um Sunday. I feel a little better, just sore, and because it was messing with me on Monday when I had went to the doctor. Got 2 shots, one in my lower back and one in my hip, and it's still a little sore. And I said I was been restless the last couple of days, but I have been sharing my pineapple water video. Y'all make sure y'all connect. Let me read what Frank had said. Frank said, so what I'm talking about today is men mental health. That means your health. Like I said, I don't diagnose anyone. I'm just a vlogger. I share awareness. I share inspiration. But anytime you having any issues, go see your doctor. Frank said, whenever you get a chance, could you talk about the YouTuber and his wife got killed on live stream over the weekend? Yeah, I saw that. I said I want to talk about that, and then I want to do a preview of the movie Straw. So on Fridays, I'll be doing some previews on movies. But yeah, I saw that. Tomorrow, I'm gonna talk about that about the YouTuber. I did see that article. That's crazy. That is straight crazy. I don't have no problem with no one. I hope nobody don't have a problem with me. It ain't worth it, y'all. I did what I said I was gonna talk about tomorrow because it keep falling in my timeline, right? And I'm like, oh my God. So I will be talking about it, Frank. Thank you for I'm gonna talk about it. Then, if any of y'all want to come up and talk about it, y'all can, because that's crazy. That's crazy. But that's what I'll do tomorrow. I try to do my wellness between Monday and Tuesday when, I didn't even come on yesterday for Testimony Tuesday because I wasn't feeling up to it. But I'm okay. But yeah, so I'm gonna read more about it tonight, and tomorrow I can talk about it. It's crazy, but a lot of people, they still have beef. I don't know why, but we'll get into that. We're gonna get into that. But my topic today is, I was asking the guys, how many of y'all know your health is important? It ain't a woman's health, it's everybody have to take care of themselves. Everybody got to take care of themselves. People act like people won't do horrible things like that, but yeah, they will. I, I tell you, I done seen it all from the Dream Team side with the art killer sector. Ooh, people, people just was in beef. I mean, you don't even know people, but they will start with you for no reason. I can't do that. I ask God to, if I have had, if I have a problem with anybody, I ask for forgiveness. I ask, if I have did anything to you, let me know. I mean, if you don't deal with me, you don't deal with me. But I'm not finna be arguing with these people out here. And social media is not worth me losing my life over. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't come on a couple days, do live stream. When I don't feel up to it, I don't come on. And if I feel like it's too much for me mentally, I'm not gonna argue about it with you. But believe me, if I have to deal with someone, I say what I gotta say and mean it and go on with it, you know? But yeah, it's crazy. And I came from a sect over there with them people over there. The sects I started with, ooh, there's a lot of them staying to it over there. I had to, I'm still part of the dream team. I'm still part of the dream team, but it's so much that I had to let go of because I didn't want to be, I dealt with it with all that rah rah. I said I just need to work, stay focused on my channel right now, because from over there, and I'm gonna talk about them more over there, had been people been doxing people. They were having beef with one another. Some of them still, out of 5 years, some people are still beefing. And for what? I don't, I can't figure it out. But we're gonna talk about it. I was gonna get around to it, right? But Lion Pride said, honestly, you don't miss it when you take a break. Absolutely. Um, so I'm going to get into this article I had found. This is the beginning of the article right here. It's about Men Health Month, early detection, mental health are among the key topics. And this article was written by a Dr. Rick Kellerman. It came out, I got the link in my description. He's just speaking some things about men health and when they started honoring men for men health. Um, right here it said eating right, exercising, and controlling stress can all yield positive health benefits in men, according to Rick Kellerman, MD. So, did you know June is National Men's Health Month? Y'all put some blue hearts in the chat. The blue hearts will honor the men's for Mental Health Month. If y'all got some blue hearts or anything blue that y'all want to post in the chat, y'all please do if y'all can. But did you know June is National Men's Health Month? The purpose of Men Health Month is to get us talking and encouraging men to focus on preventable health problems such as cancer, heart disease, and stroke. Men are susceptible to sex-specific medical conditions such as prostate and testicular cancer. In the United States, men live an average of 6 years less than women. Biological and genetic issues explain some health departed, but men die at younger ages than women, regardless of age. So this is not just an old age problem, and that's true. Age, death do not have an age on it. No matter what you're going through, death does not have an age on it. It don't. It really don't. So right here it say, but men die at younger ages than women, regardless of age. So this is not just an old age problem. More men die of cancer, diabetes, suicide, motor vehicle accident, and COVID-19 than women. This is just an article I'm reading. It's in my description if y'all want to check it out. Men Health Month. This is the month they started Men Health Month. Men Health Month started in 1994 when Kansas Senator Bob Dole introduced a bill that was passed by Congress to bring awareness to early detection and treatment of health conditions in men. Since 1994, many men problems in men have only become worse. Obesity, diabetes, and arthritis are common among men now and then. Though men live longer than they did in 1994, they also have lived sicker than they did then. So this date was honored in 1994. Bill Clinton signed the bill they took to Congress. So they passed this bill to honor men. If y'all didn't know, they honor the men every June. They have been doing it since 1994. I think I talked about it last year, but every month I'm sharing some awareness about different parts of the month. And I want to speak on the men. A lot of people think it's just about women's over here, but I love sharing about my guys too. Hey, Miss B, how you doing? Because our men's are very important to us. Our fathers, our brothers, our uncles, our grandboys. We have to encourage them to take care of themselves just like us women's do. Some men will just go to the doctor. Some men will just wait until something happens to go. But I'm not here to tell no one to go to the doctor. Those are things that you should already know, whether you're up on a primary care or not. You still at least should get a physical a year. I would suggest you get a physical a year. And if you got some underlying conditions, like I go to the doctor a lot, sometimes they'll put you on a 3 month checkup or either a year. It all depends on what you're going through. But if you're up under the doctor, please take care of yourself. Do what your doctors say. Talk to God, whatever you have to do. But early detections does save lives. So the purpose of me sharing this live today is to encourage our men to take care of themselves also. So you were online, came to check it out. Okay, thank you. I'm talking about men health. How many of y'all got brothers? How many of y'all got brothers? How many of y'all got, I'm sure y'all probably got your dad, your uncles, your nephew, your grandchildren. Are y'all encouraging them? Like how some guys will brush things off. Like a kid say, my husband do go now, but you do? Do you encourage them? I be telling my brother, I said, look, one of my brothers, he'll always be saying that I gotta die from some. I'm like, boy, why you always be saying that? Because I tell him, I said, look, you need to go to the doctor. Just at least get a checkup if you go every 3 months. Hey, Sirius, how you been doing? This is Wellness Wednesday, and I'm talking about men health. And we should encourage our brothers, our nephews, grandboys, our fathers, your boyfriend, fiance, whatever you have, to encourage them to take care of themselves too. I have 5 brothers, so I'm steady telling them. But one of my brothers, he always say that I'm gonna die from some. I said, you need to stop saying that. Which we all are gonna die from some, but you don't want to rush yourself out of here. If you got blood pressure problem and you on blood pressure medicine, 9 times out of 10, your doctor gonna want to see you at least if you just go like every 3 months, because you're getting prescription medicine and they want to know, is this medicine working for you? Like my husband, before he started getting blood pressure problems, he wasn't just like going to the doctor, but once he got diagnosed with blood pressure problem and cholesterol problem, he had no choice but to go, because that was the only way he was going to be able to get his medicine. Now, if you don't get your checkups, they're not just going to give you medicine, because they're going to have to test you. They got to see if your blood, you got to see if you've been taking your medicine. First of all, they're going to draw your blood. Because I know when I was going to the pain center and I was taking, and I still do go to one, but they don't do like this company, like that doctor did me down there in Albany. Every time they would tell me to take some pain medicine, would prescribe pain medicine for me, I would have to take a drug test every time I go back. They would give me a drug test trying to see if I'm taking my medicine. And I'm like, why do people keep giving me a drug test? I'm taking my medicine. But that's what a lot of doctors do when you're on prescription medicine, especially when it got to do with pain medicine. Because they don't want to just give you pain medicine if you're not taking it. But then there are some will take it and get hooked on it. And my children swear, Mom, you keep taking all that pain medicine, you're going to be hooked. Because they had me taking Tramadol 4 times a day at one time. And my daughter nurse, and she knows a lot about the medical field. And she was like, Mama, that's just too much pain medicine they got you on. So they broke it down. So, because I was on it 4 times a day. And they was giving me drug tests every time I go down there. But I made sure I took my medicine. But what I'm saying about our guys, hey, Charlene, good to see you. I'm talking about men health. And I was asking the question in the chat. Are y'all encouraging your brothers, your husband, your boyfriend, your relatives? Do you help encourage them and tell them to go to the doctor, especially when they don't want to go? Are y'all trying to encourage them? A lot of, I'm not going to say, I'm not picking on the men, but some of the men will wait until something happened in order to find out what's going on. I just went to the doctor last week for checkup. That's great. That is great. Like if you go to the doctor a lot, they're going to put you like on a 3-month checkup or 6 months. But it's good to get those checkups, especially if you're dealing with anything from diabetes, blood pressure, anything underlying condition that you're dealing with. They're going to have to keep constantly having you up under their care. So me and my husband go to the same primary doctor, but I go to specialists for my pain and different stuff like that. But he didn't like to go to the doctor either, y'all. I'm just going to tell you, my husband did not like to go. When that blood pressure and that cholesterol started messing with him, shoot, he had no choice but to take them. But Line Price suggests, for example, people with high blood pressure may go 3 to 4 months. And that's exactly. Good to see everyone. So let's encourage our young men and brothers and fathers. Like my brother, he always be making a joke, but he'll make a joke about, I'm going to die from something anyway. I'm like, boy, go. You better go to that woman, check your blood pressure and stuff. They also have, like, I know sometime in our hometown, they have people coming to check your blood pressure free. They have people there where you can get your COVID tests and flu shots. And, they set up shop in different areas of Georgia because they know a lot of people don't have insurance. You see what I'm saying? They know a lot of people don't have insurance. And so some of the doctors do put you on a sliding fee. They'll probably put you on a payment plan. But I had went to they had something a couple of months ago down here in my area, and I just let them check my blood pressure. But I'm glad when I went to the doctor on Monday, they said my blood pressure was low. They were saying your blood pressure is real low today. Like I said, I've been up under the weather the past couple of days, and they want to make sure my medicine is going good for me because it was high at first. Now it was like it was real low Monday. So that's why y'all hadn't seen me live because I've been up under the weather just a little bit because I had 2 injections I had to get Friday, Monday. And I was feeling so bad. I said, I'm going to come on one day this week and go live. And so the day I felt like coming on, I actually haven't seen my doctor in 2 years because I've been busy. Like, oh, for real? Wow. But at least you got your checkup. And I don't know. How are you, Frank? How old are you? Because once you be up under your primary care, they start telling you about the different tests and different things that you probably need to get. That don't mean something wrong, but they start telling you about when you get like 40. I'm gonna show a chart in a minute with some of the tests where they suggest you get by age. So how's everybody been doing today? Everybody been doing great. Hope everybody's staying hydrated. I got to drink some more of my pineapple water. And shout out again to everyone who's doing the pineapple challenge. And if you're in the challenge, let me see who in the chat. Put a pineapple if you're in the challenge. If you're in the chat. I tell you, I'd have had my turn in the bathroom today. We started on a Monday. And I was saying to myself, oh, I'm doing good. I ain't been to the bathroom. Woo. I spoke too quick. It is refreshing. But I had to pay a bathroom visit today. Ooh, I was like, gosh, I ain't used the bathroom. And that's what I was saying to myself live, right? I think I spoke too quick. Because it cleans you out. It's a detox, I'm telling you. But get back to my article. They said they started doing this in 1994. They took it to Congress, and Congress took it to Bill Clinton. Bill Clinton was the president who signed this bill in order for their acknowledged men for mental health month. So since 1994, they say many health problems in men have become worse. And when we went through that COVID, y'all, there was a lot of people died from COVID. A lot of our loved ones. I had some loved ones I lost during the COVID too. That was a scary ordeal for a lot of us. Couldn't go nowhere. Then if you get out, you're scared you're gonna get it. Cause half of the people weren't wearing masks. They told the people weren't masks. Some of them still weren't wearing it. So right here, they said, unfortunately, many men tend to discard their own health, maybe because of the dread factor and maybe because men perceive health problems as a sign of weakness. So, Frank, I don't know who other guy here, but Frank, I love you, Frank. And you be hanging in here with us women. I want to get more, I don't know what happened to Terry. I want to get more men involved. And, Frank, you good at sharing things. I know Joshua was in here. He just wanted us to know he did his video today. And that's all right, Joshua. I don't mind you sharing about your video, but, you did that and you left. I noticed you do that a lot. You come in, talk about your video. Sometimes you stick around and sometimes you don't. So, but I don't mind you telling me about what you did today, because at the end of my live stream, I always say, if you did something, let us know. Do I not say that, guys? I know you laugh, right? But I'm saying now, what the live Friday, I ain't fooling with you. But I'm just saying, at least stick around for a few minutes and see what I'm talking about. But he wanted me to know he did 2 videos. So, okay, I'm going to see him, Joshua. But get back to my comments here. I ain't fooling with you live, Pride. You be cutting up, girl. You be over there cutting up on that channel. But I like it, though. You be speaking what's on your mind, walking and talking. But anyway, Frank probably get tired of me asking him questions. Otherwise, I be wanting to get more guys involved. So Frank, I'm asking you a question. Do you think that health problems is a sign of weakness? That's why you say you go to the doctor, but what they're saying is that a lot of men won't go to the doctor because they feel like that making them weak. That's not making them weak. Do you think that'll make you weak because you go to the doctor? This is just speaking in general, that a lot of people don't go. Like a lot of men feel like, no, I ain't going to no doctor now. I'm all right. And, it's just like in other words, they egos. They have their egos and they feel like, oh, I'm good. I'm all right. I don't need to go to no doctor. So do you think that way, Frank? Do you think that cause you go to the doctor, do you think you're weak? I don't think a man weak if they go to the doctor. If they don't go see about themselves, you gonna get weak. Something gonna happen to you. No. Some men think that way. Yeah, they do. They think that cause they go to the doctor, it make them feel like it's a sign of them being weak, but it's not. A lot of them brush out stuff. Like when my husband was having chest pain last month, he kept telling me, Amy, no, don't call the ambulance, don't call them. I said, I am gonna call them. You sitting up here telling me and my daughter now that you can't breathe. You think I wasn't gonna call the ambulance? He was about to get me upset. I had started breathing funny. My daughter on the phone telling both of us to breathe. He didn't want to go, but he did. After he kept on feeling like that, he said, Amy, go to call the ambulance. Because he got scared. And he glad he did go. So you don't know what's going to happen. We shouldn't take chances on our life in that kind of situation. But I'm going to finish reading this article. And it said, early detection and some special attention to conditions that affect men can all have positive results. That is what Men Health Month is all about. Encouraging everyone to go get those early detection. Men have breast cancer also. Men have breast cancer. They have heart disease, diabetes, prostate, different types of cancer men does have. Like my brothers, all my brothers gonna have to be tested for prostate. Because that's what the doctor said because of my daddy have cancer. And they was telling my brothers, all y'all gonna have to be tested. They did one of my brothers, but one of them don't want to go. I'm telling you, just go because of the fact our dad have it. And they want people that is, if you're a child or someone with prostate, at least you'll know. I'll be telling my brother, just go on and get checked. Just go on and get checked. So that one of my brothers just refused to go to the doctor to go see. He refused to go. Like he said, you better go to that doctor. Some don't trust doctor due to history or experience. Yeah, that's true. That's true because, there have been some cases out there where, some doctors have been negligent on some stuff, that make you do think. But I still try to tell my brother, they go like, if something happened, but at least go get a checkup, like I said, 3 to 4 months. And maybe you might not have to go back no more that year, But that's basically what I'm sharing today. I was asking my husband, I said, come here and talk. Come here. I do it another day. Because I was asking him some questions before I went live. I said, you come through here, I'm going to get you now. I told him, you don't want me to ask you no question, but go right to the other day. Oh, but he's doing fine. His blood pressure up, it's normal. He take 2 kinds. He take blood pressure and cholesterol. He take 2 blood pressure medicines and a cholesterol medicine. And I think his just got worse over time. I tell the doctor put me to sleep because I don't want to feel the pain. I understand that. Okay. But like I said, this article was written a couple years ago by MD. His name is Rick Kellerman. He just putting out what Mental Health Month is about. Cause one of my brothers got to go get a colonoscopy, right? And I think a lot of men, I didn't even like that. I didn't like that myself. But I think a lot of men don't like the colonoscopy. But it does let you know a lot about your body. Just pray that God send you to a good doctor. Lion Pride said, just pray that God send you to a good doctors, and who are trained well and have your best interest. Exactly. That's why it's always good to get a second opinion too. If one doctor tell you one thing, right? And if you want to get a second opinion Ain't nothing wrong with getting a second opinion. Ain't nothing wrong with getting second opinion. So these are just some key factors and things about men health. Like I said, this is commentary. This is not to diagnose anyone because I'm not licensed for that. I'm just only a lifestyle vlogger, which I share wellness and awareness and try to advocate and do the right thing to help others out by lifting them up and not tearing them down. So these are just some key factors right here. 77% of men polled have suffered with symptoms of common mental health conditions such as anxiety, stress, or depression. Like I said, men have they deal with anxiety and depression. They deal with just about everything a woman deal with also. So they said 77, it's in a poll showing 77% of men have suffered mental health conditions such as anxiety, stress, or depression. 40% of men have never spoke to anyone about their mental health. And like I said, getting back to our guys, a lot of men don't like to just talk about their problems. They don't like to share. They'll hold it in for so long until they get to the point where they have to tell somebody. It is good to be able to share something with somebody. If you can't talk to your family, if you going or you thinking about suicidal thoughts or anything like that, there are numbers you can reach out and call. If you don't want to talk to someone in your family, at least reach out to someone. Let someone hear you. Let someone help you. Let you know you're not out here alone. So there's a 29% of those say they are too embarrassed to speak about it, while 20% say there's a negative stigma on the issue. Yeah, get back to what we were saying. Some men don't like to speak on what they're going through because they might, like if a man going through depression, a man might not want to let everybody know he's going through depression because they might feel embarrassed about it. But it's not nothing to be embarrassed about because a lot of people are dealing with depression, men and women both, and anxiety and different things like that. Most men just don't complain about the issue. Yeah, you're right. Some men just won't. They just keep it to themselves. I be checking my husband out. It's something he just said, yeah, all right. I ain't gotta go nowhere. I'm okay. He'll sit there in a minute. No, I ain't gotta go. I'm all right. Like he had something happened to his leg out the door. He said he hit his leg on something. It had got so big, y'all. And I'm like, why you didn't go to the doctor? I mean, he hit it. He was out there cutting grass. And some kind of way, I don't know how a stick hit him. But anyway, it had messed his leg up. I mean, his leg had swelled up. He had a big old cut, and that knot stayed there for so long. And I said, why you didn't go to the doctor? You could have got infected from whatever that was, popped up and hit him on his leg. And it was a deep cut. But he didn't want to go. He still, I tried to make him go, but he didn't want to go that day. But then later on, he gonna say, I should have went on to the doctor. I said, I told you. But anytime you get an open cut, and if you're not treating it, it'll easily get infected. He said, I'm all right. And then he started paying for it. The pain started hitting him. But yeah, I was just reading some of the things about the different polls and stuff like that. They said 29% say they too embarrassed to go to the doctor or find out if something going on with them, which is, everybody have different feelings about what they got going on in their life. Some people, like Frank said, some men just don't. They just keep things to themselves. They just rather deal with it on their own. The biggest cause of mental health issues in men lives are their work, their finances. They worry about their work, 32%. So that is one of their biggest problems. 31% said finances, and 23% is health. So the highest one is 32%. And that's when they work. I have worked around a lot of men and stuff like the places I worked at. And, some men feel like a lot of their jobs was too much for them. They also say, why don't women can't lift them boxes, or why don't women can't pack those boxes? Stuff like that. Sometimes they be stressed out about not having the position they want, or they at a position where they say, well, you got to do this, but they don't want to do it, but they don't have a choice because they know they got to provide for their families. So some men worry more about their work more than their health. They rather go to work sick than stay off from work and see about themselves. That's what a lot of them do too. They'll go on that job knowing they got a bad headache. Instead of going to see what's going on, they try to tough it out on the job. Then later on down the line, they might find out they got blood pressure problems. Excuse me. And a lot of people just rather work just to keep their mind, because when you do sit at home, if you got something going on, you're going to worry some. But if you're doing something, keeping yourself busy, try to keep your mind off of it, it probably should be okay. But they said 23% only worry about their health. Wow, 23%, just 23% of the world of men. I know that's a joke. I know that's a joke, right? And then 31% worry about their finances. Wow, so men health is a concern. Because there are some men just feel like they don't need it. They feel like they don't need to go to the doctor. Hey, how you enjoying that water, girl? I've been seeing you. I told Frank I was all right yesterday. Something else was going on me. That's why I had came on live, because I had been doing some treatments on Monday for my back. They gave me 2 shots. I got one in my back, one in my lower part of my back, and right above that sacral joint. And they put them needles in me. I had been aching and my body had been sore. So I just said, I'm going to take me a couple of days off live stream. So I just came live. I had been live since, Sunday? But I have been sharing my pineapple. And I see you driving in the car. I see you enjoying that water, girl. I see you been enjoying that water. And I said, I've been on it 3 days, and today, it got to me today, y'all. I had to pay a visit to the bathroom. I mean, really, to the bathroom. Oh, did I see a super chat? Oh, my God. Thank you, Miss B. I appreciate it. May God bless you. I got to play my song for you. Thank you. If y'all have not connected with Miss B, please do. She does a lot of things on her channel. You can get some inspiration from her in the morning time. She talk. I'm telling you now, she talk about God, and that's a good thing. Ain't nothing wrong with it. She shared a word about different things about God, and she also. I thought I seen a super chat. I did. I got a super chat. So thank you. I thought I seen a super chat. I did. I got a super chat. So thank you. I thought I seen a super chat. I did. I got a super chat. So thank you. I thought that's my voice now. If y'all hear it on somebody else's video, y'all let me know. I'll just play. But yeah, I just put that little tune together. Thank you, Miss B. Thank you so much. But like I said, if y'all have not connected with Miss B in the morning time, she give you the word. They be over there talking about God. I be seeing her I haven't seen her lately, but I know she be over there some mornings and she spread the word. She's very positive about some of the things she do on her channel. So if you have not connected with her, y'all can do it at this time. You can type Troopers and her link will drop. And I appreciate you for the super chat again. Yeah, top, bottom, y'all could connect if y'all have not connect with one another. Let me see what Frank said. Frank said, let's see what he say now. Hold on, Frank. I gotta look at this other device. I gotta finish reading what I was reading though. Hold on, I'm finna get what you said. Frank said men get stressed out at work, then have to come home and be stressed out by then have to be stressed out by their mate, and some don't want to go home. I hear what you're saying, Frank. I hear what you're saying. So did y'all hear what Frank said? He said men get stressed out at work, then they have to come home, and be stressed out by their mate, and some don't want to go home. So how many of y'all agree with Frank with that? How many of y'all? I want to know how many of y'all agree with that. Anybody agree with what Frank had said? I need to ask my husband that question. Ernie, come here. Come here, Ernest. I want to ask my husband that. But Frank, I hear what you're saying. So, like they been had a hard day at work, and it happens. They been had a hard day at work, try to deal with them supervisors, and if you working around different people, got to deal with those different attitudes, then you come home, and then things ain't right at home, stress adding on top of stress. So that is true, Frank. It does happen. It does happen. But it all depends on what y'all are talking about. Sometimes we can just, like me and my husband, we don't agree on everything. Then sometimes if I say so, he won't just come out and say, "You were right now. You were right." Sometimes we want to be right, and the men want to be right too. So it's just as simple as that. But Lion Pride said, "Give that mate something to make her smile, Frank. Then she'll stop." Then she'll stop all that mess. Yeah, and like we be want out, a lot of people be want attention. If you ain't giving each other attention, it gonna cause some type of, it gonna cause something to happen, And you need a moment to depress when you come in. That's true. Frank said, let me see what Frank has said. But some people they bring the stuff from work home, deal with what you got to deal with when you at work, and that's what a lot of them do too now. They rather come home. If your supervisor made you mad at work, why you didn't deal with that at work? Or somebody you work with made you mad, but some people do that, and that ain't nothing but stress. Or you're bringing it home instead of dealing with. You have to try to deal with things if you're able to deal with it when it happened. But if you keep going on and on with it, yes, that ain't nothing but stress. Nothing but stress. I'm finna gotta read what y'all was saying. I gotta look on this other device. Okay. What may be had said. Okay. Top bottoms, I learned to leave work at work after the years. Yeah, that's true. And that's right, Joy girl. We want to be right in the middle. Exactly. Exactly. We both want to be right. But you gotta come to a common ground somewhere. Yes, they say Lion Prize, yes, they said don't take home to work and don't take work at home. And I think that's some of the stuff would cause a lot of problem too, y'all. Not talking about it, but wanna just bring up stuff that is one thing I tell my husband. Like if y'all gonna agree with me or not, I always want to talk about stuff then. I don't want to wait until next week and bring up stuff we should have talked about the other day. I don't like that. How many of y'all like that? Do y'all like to try to go on and nip it in the bud then and be done with, or you like to bring it up 2 weeks later? I'd rather go on and talk about it, be done with it, throw it out the window. I don't like to be going on and on and on and on. I don't like that. I mean, we were talking about this what last month. How many of y'all don't like that? I know I don't like that. Way makes it faster. Yeah. If you don't go on and just deal with some, yeah, I'd rather talk about it then. Nip it in the bud. Don't come telling me, yeah, you remember when you did that last week? That's a month later? Really? I don't forgot all about that. But you got to be able to have that type of communication going, you know. Like, for instance, when my husband couldn't get out of work, I know he been had a bad. I asked him when he come in the door. Sometimes I be saying, "You all right?" Now, if he come in like something happened at work, I be like, "What's going on?" You know, he'll tell me whatever. We'll talk about it. Cause that's what they saying. Some of the biggest issues, what causes men to have stress, they're basically stressed out about their jobs, their finances. They worry more about them two than their health. This is what I'm reading from this poll right here, that they care more about their job, their finances than their health. And you get stressed out, they ain't doing messing with your health, because it messes with your heart. It causes you to have strokes and heart attacks and stuff like that. All right, nip it in the bud unless I forgot something. That's right. That's right. I'd rather just, okay, die. I'd be like, okay, did we just talk about that last month? That's true. I'm not saying though. And then they said, I'm gonna read the other one, but they said that is some of the biggest problem with men, because our men, and y'all know if you got a husband or boyfriend or whatever, they want to be the one to be the breadwinner. They really want to be the one take care. They said they want to take care of the home. But these days, there are strong women out there that are doing it by themselves. Ooh, I got to talk about the Straw. Ooh, that was a good one, y'all. If y'all ain't watched the movie Straw, watch it before Friday, because I'm going to talk about it Friday. Ooh, that was some air. But we have some strong women out here, y'all, that are standing in the gap where those men have not. And some be saying they can be bad by themselves, and men probably say the same thing. There's some men standing in the gap where the women's are not doing what they supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? So it go both ways. It really do go both ways. So right here, I'm just reading about the key findings about men health. Boss chicks, that is what they call it. Okay, yeah. We got some boss chicks out here. And they said, this is a poll. I don't know who took this poll, but this is what they saying. 40% of men said it would take thoughts. Okay. 40% of men would take thoughts of suicide, self-harm to compel them to get professional help. What they said, a lot of people, hey, Miss Key, how you doing? I was going to text you because I haven't seen you or heard from you today. You probably like me, honey, because I had a couple of days. I had to recuperate. You doing all right? They said 40% of men that is being polled that they have suicidal thoughts and self-harm to compel them to get professional help. And if anybody is having any type of suicidal thoughts, please reach out to someone. Reach out to someone. If you don't want to talk to a family member or someone close to you, there are 1-800 numbers you can talk to. But get help. Get help. You know, it's too much. And men deal, and people don't realize our men have their pride, but they have their feelings be hurt too. They be depressed, they have anxiety, they deal with some of the same stuff we're dealing with. But they try to be more macho about it. They try to be more, you know, try to put on that front like, no, this ain't happening to me, but it happens. And there are a lot of men go through depression. There's a lot of men that dealing with suicidal thoughts. But anybody that's going through this, like I said, I try to encourage others. Seek help. Talk to God. Like I said, tell God about your problem. First thing they say, well, we don't see God. You don't have to see God to talk to him. Talk to him. I talk to him a lot. I talked to him when I first hit the floor in the morning time. I said, Lord, I do thank you. I thank you. For the last couple of days, I had been feeling all up under the weather. It's just like, I don't know. It was just, like I said, I just have those days, but it come from what I deal with. And I was just saying this morning, Lord, I hope I have some energy this morning. So today, and that lemon water, I'm telling you, not lemon water, but that pineapple water, I've been drinking for the last couple of mornings. I've been trying to drink it throughout the day. It helped boost you up. It helped give you energy. But I just had to get some rest the last couple of days. Frank said, I hear what Frank said. I hear most women on here say they don't need a man, but they keep complaining about it. You're right, Frank. You're right. They be saying it, but you know, they don't want to admit they need a man, but you know, it probably comes from what they have dealt with, Frank. You know, when a lot of women say those things because of some of the things. Am I froze? Am I froze? Am I froze? Like I'm froze, y'all. Hold up. Don't start. Can, can y'all hear me or see me? Hold on. Like I done froze or something. I'm back. Look like I had froze or something. I'm back. But what I miss? What did I miss? What did I miss? Top bottom said right, George, because of what they have gone through and have came through. Exactly. Frank said, I don't understand that for nothing. They are bad by the you ain't you wonder why women be saying that? That was some of the women be saying, Frank, because they feel like the statement you made earlier that women don't need men. I guess, you know, like top bottom was saying, it comes from what they have already experienced and they have lived without them, and they feel like, hey, I got this. But I don't think it means that they don't want to be with men. I guess if you've been through a lot, and especially if you've been through like an abusive relationship, marriage, or if you haven't going through some financial issues where they don't want to do their part and stuff like that. You get to the point where you get fed up. And that's why a lot of women be like, I got this. That's what I'm thinking, Frank. But like you said, they say they bad about themselves, but they be complaining about the men, huh? Let me see what Top has said. One of the doctors I worked for said men today are good for procreation only. But procreation only. She is Chinese, and I can't stand the mentality of that culture. Okay. Wow. So when you tell a man you don't want them, we fall back. I hear what you're saying, Frank. I mean, if you tell a man that, yeah, they gonna fall back. Miss Key, I saw her in. I believe she left out. I wonder what she doing all right. Cause we normally be. I hadn't talked to her today. But yeah, women are easy to say that, and some men say it too. Men be saying that I ain't worried about her. I ain't worried about her. Stuff like that. They be taking the time to get the right man. They be taking time to they taking the time to get the right man. I know that what I'm waiting on. God. Woo, girl, you better say it. You better say it. Like I said, tell God about your problem. You think he don't be listening, but he be listening. He be listening. He knows exactly what we're going through. So if you ain't tried, like I said, you ain't tried him, you ain't talked to him, try talking to him. I be calling him all the time. I be like, ooh, Lord. I be calling him. I be like, ooh, I need you. I ain't ashamed to say I need him in my life. That one man I need in my life. God Almighty. Mm-hmm. Words to a man hurt too. Yes, it do, Frank. Yes, it do. Yes, it do. And I know you have shared, some of your real life, like you shared some things last week. And but that don't mean all women out there like that. You might have ran into some trifling ones and some ones just want to do what they want to do. But still, me and my son were having this conversation the other day. He had said he ready to settle down and he was just coming in. My husband, this year gonna be 35 years. We be married, right? And he was asking me about how did we approach one another, what did we say, and how did we know that was our mate? And I told him, I said, you gonna know when you find that right person. That person gonna want the same thing you want. They're gonna want to help build you up. They ain't gonna want to. You don't want nobody that gonna tear you down. And I told him, I said, me and your dad. I mean, if I had stayed in Florida, I had a decision I had to really make. My dad had got me. I had went and looked at some colleges in Florida, right? I went and looked at some colleges in Florida. That was when I got out of school. I went down there. My dad was staying in Miami. And my dad wanted me to go to college down there. I did went and look at the campus and everything. He said, oh, she ain't going to stay down here because of my boyfriend with my husband then. And he was like, she ain't gonna do it because she got my boyfriend. He was my boyfriend at the time. And I told my kids the other day, if I had stayed down there, I would have never know if I would have had them. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know how I would have been. But I told my dad I didn't want to leave my mama. He said, oh, that ain't the reason. You just don't want to leave that boy. You didn't want to leave that man. And, I feel like I made a good decision. I don't regret nothing decisions I made. And, I stayed with my husband. We had 2 children and we still here today. Like I say, everything don't be peachy, but it's all what you want it to be. It's all what you want it to be. I'm missing some of y'all comments. But I told my son, God don't send you that bright person. Just keep on praying. Just keep on praying. Okay, women. Let's see what top was saying. But Frank, let me tell y'all ladies in the chat, Frank have been through a lot when it come down to relationships. That's why he speak or he might share in the chat. Because he have shared a lot with us, different times. He have been over here and he have been hurt. He have been hurt. And I can just tell that from how he been sharing things that he had put his all in a relationship, but he ended up getting hurt. So he speak when Frank talk, he's speaking from experience. So, and I always tell him, thank you for sharing. And you know, I don't know if he dating now or what he doing now, but he has been hurt before. So that's why he speak and say the things. And if you have experienced some things like that, you really can speak on it. And you can encourage others that balling that in to let it out. So it's not good because it ain't gonna do but make you stress more. And Frank, thank you for always sharing. Because you don't have to share. Because you brought up some stuff last week. We do these topics. You was bringing up about how you found out about your girl like the women. You didn't know until y'all, till later on down in. Okay, I'm trying to go back up far because I done missed some comments. Okay, let me see where I left off at. Okay, okay, okay. Top bottom said, if you're struggling, people don't want to be. If you're struggling, people don't want to be with someone abusive or controlling. That's true. You'd rather be alone from both sides. Exactly. Frank said, I never say I don't need a woman. Frank said, I would never say I don't need a woman. Because we need each other. We need each other. It might not be that time like Miss B said, she just, some people probably done been through stuff and just waiting on the right time. And sometimes if you waiting on God, you gotta wait on his time. Let me see where else I been. The B said, I think some people on both sides have been hurt and scared to get in a relationship. Yeah, that's what I was saying. When people are already been in, a relationship, maybe several relationships, and they hadn't got to that point where they're ready to make a decision about whether they want to settle down or whatever. But it's just like, I know Frank, he share a lot over here, but it's good to let those things out because of the fact you keep holding stuff in, it gonna continue to hurt. It gonna continue to build up, and you don't want if you decide to go on have a different relationship or find somebody new, heal. Like that song say, heal from all that have hurted you. If you've been in something and you want to move on, but you still hurting from the last situation, give yourself time to heal, give yourself time to get back out there, That's what I'm saying. Because that you build that stress and all that stuff up, it's just gonna make things worse. And then you eventually gonna go off on somebody. When how a lot of people be held a lot of frustration and stress in, and then the wrong person can come up in their chat. I'm just saying, just for example, if you got stuff built up and the wrong person come up in your chat, and they might end up catching that one of them licks. Not a lick, but they might end up catching something you don't want them to hear because you already dealing with stuff. You don't want nobody coming in here trolling, talking all crazy. And then look, you're already on the edge. It ain't gonna take much for you. You see what I'm saying? So sometimes, sometimes you just have to sometimes you just have to just pray about it and say, Lord, hold my tongue. Hold my tongue. Hold my tongue. Because sometimes you might say stuff you might regret in the long run. It's just as simple as that. I will see what Big B was saying. Okay, she was saying about it worked both ways. Okay, Frank said, I don't I don't know no man would say they don't need a woman like a woman say about men. You don't think men have said that? Okay, we got Charlene in the house. Y'all make sure y'all connect with her. She also been doing a challenge also. She been doing the meditation challenge. So y'all tune in over there and see what she been doing. She showing the nature. She's outside. She's been talking. And she's also one of my members through her other channel. Thank you, Charlene. Because you have been a member with me a month on your other channel. Thank you. I appreciate all the members that rejoined because I was able to get back monetized. But it been about a month, knock on wood. So God is good. Thank y'all for your support. So top bottom says she hear men say that a lot. Okay. I mean, some men, might speak on, oh, I'm through with that. I'm through with that one, but like I said, I think we both need each other. I think men and women both need each other, you know, because of the fact, especially if you have children involved, and that's enough. You don't want your children to go through, let them witness all that stress and all that different type of stuff because it will affect them also. It will affect them also. They'll go to school. They might get to school where they're not able to focus because they're wondering what their mom and dad, they wonder if they go home or we're going to hear our mom and dad fuss or we're going to see them do this or that. That's why I always say we have to be careful what we say around our children. We do have to be careful what we say, what we do, because it'll affect them mentally also. Yep. Yeah, some men will say they don't need nobody. Then, you know, everybody know what they like and what they don't like, and people have their choices to be with who they want. They have their choices to leave. Everybody does have choices. But I just wanted to bring that up about if you're going through anything like suicidal thoughts, you know, if you having some type of depression or any type of thing that you're dealing with, that don't mean you're weak. That do not mean you're a weak person. Because we all deal with something. Some people just can't handle things the way others can. There are some strong women out there. There's some strong men out there. I think I have got stronger over the years when it comes down to my mental health because I was at one particular time I thought I was a basket case, especially during the cancer diagnosis and all the other things that I'm dealing with health wise. I was just like a basket case. I would cry. I had to stop doing it because it was hurting me. It got next to me. I had to start letting things go. And that's what I'm telling the guys. If you're going through stuff, sometimes you just have to let go and let God. But I can understand some men hold things in because they have been hurt. They have been dealing with things. And sometimes they feel like, and then you might think about, what did I do wrong? You don't have to be did nothing wrong, but you'll be blaming yourself because of the situation. Like they were saying, some men be stressed out about their job. They be stressed out about their financial situation. Like, this is why I would tell my husband. He can tell you, I like surprises. I like to be surprised with things sometimes. But if he can't get me anything, I have to accept that. Because we have a home. We got bills. We give each other all during the year anyway. I never want my husband to feel like he gonna have to be giving me everything I want. Just give me somewhere I need, because we're in this marriage together. And when you're in a marriage, it's supposed to be what yours is mine, what mine is yours. You don't, one partner shouldn't have to have all the stress. Because when I was down sick and couldn't work, my husband stood there with me. He stayed there with me until I was able to get some type of income. But it hurt though. It really did hurt. And I know it affected him mentally the same way it affected me. But he stayed with me. We toughed it out. We was broke together. See what I'm saying? But we made it. We made it. It took prayer. It took love and support. It took a lot of prayer. A lot of people don't believe that prayer can change this thing. A lot of people don't believe that, but you got to believe in it. Nobody wants to be, no. Not that, Frank. Not no control relationship. Shoot. No, some people, like we was talking about when we was talking about that P. Diddy case. Some people are like, they're there for security. Some there for the children. And some want the lifestyle. This is what I'm gonna say about that P. Diddy case. He was providing them that money and all this and that. He wanted what he wanted. They wanted what they wanted. I'm telling you, if you're trying to keep up with the Joneses and trying to live a lifestyle that you know you can't afford, that's stress. You're stressing trying to be like the next person. Be thankful for what you're able to have. You think I'm going to go get in debt because I see Frank got in debt? You going to be in debt by yourself. I mean, times are so hard right now, y'all. Times are so hard. And like right now, we need some more transportation, but we waiting. We like, we're going to get some. But we just like, we're going to get some after a while. We want to make sure when the right time for us to get another vehicle. Like, way these prices and all this stuff is now, you don't want to get yourself in too much. You see what I'm saying? So that ain't nothing but a stress killer. Worried about, like I said, I know for a fact I was stressed when I wasn't working. I was stressed. I was worried. I was depressed. I was sick and I didn't have a job. I was wondering how we were going to do it. And I know it was a lot on my husband, but he never did, I didn't see him how he was stressed. I'm sure he did was stressed, but he didn't never show it around me. He just said, and we got to get this done. I know you haven't gotten your money yet, but we toughed it out. We had support. Kids were grown. They was working a little bit. And, they helped us out. I had a few friends, but like I always say, ain't nothing like your own money. Ain't nothing like your own money. Something that you could say you work for. So that basically what we was talking about. I'm talking about today. Protect your mental health. Protect your mental state. If it's something that's not good for you, don't deal with it. Don't deal with it. If it's something gonna bring you down, don't deal with it. It is okay if we said no sometime, y'all. If we said no sometime, it's not gonna hurt to tell a person, I just don't got it. I don't have it today. Like those bill collectors, those spam calls, they get on my nerve. They all time trying to sell something. I can tell them, look, I don't want it today. You can block that number, but they gonna still try to keep calling. They gonna keep calling. So right here, this is just showing like things about mental health. Right here. Anybody want to come up? Let me know. Anybody want to share anything else about how they're doing and what they're doing to cope and to help to make sure they protect their mental health? What are some of the things are you doing? I know Frank, I see he be walking a lot. That walking helps with meditation helps. Listen to some music. Just having some quiet time to yourself. Sometimes you need to just have a peace of mind. Just just shut the YouTube station down for a while. Shut your phone off or all your social media. If you need to take a break, take a break. And that's what you need to do in order to protect your mind state. There's the things about mental health that men should know. It's okay to have many feelings. Like I said, a lot of men don't show what they're going through. They real macho. They want to be like, I got this. They have their head up in the air, muscles all straight or however they sit up like, we good. Ain't nothing, everything okay. But men do have feelings too. They do have feelings. And it's okay to seek help when you need it. If you need help, reach out to someone. There are 1-800 numbers you can call, you can talk to. And like all those cases where a lot of people were shooting at them schools and stuff. We know it was something going on with those people. For you to want to pull a gun on some innocent kids, someone right with half of those shooters. And I don't know if people saw the red flags. Sometimes you got to know the red flags. Sometimes you got to notice when things are not going right. I'm asking questions. If my husband coming acting different and strange, you don't be asking questions. I'm like, what wrong with you? What's going on? I ask questions in a minute. My son, my children, my brothers, I be like, what's going on? Why are y'all doing this? Why are y'all doing that? I'm asking questions because I want to know. And if it's something I can do to help you, I will help you. But they also say mental health problems are more common than you might think. Telling people that you're going through can provide a sense of relief. Though I was just saying, it ain't good to hold a lot of stuff in, but then a lot of people feel like they don't want to be a burden to other people. They just rather just keep it to themselves and, work it out on their own. But if you got someone you can trust, you can talk to, or if you can't talk to your significant other or your family members, try to talk to somebody that deal with people that are going through things when you're thinking about suicidal thoughts and don't want to be here and thinking that your world is about to fold in because you don't have the jobs you want or you're not making the money you once made or things are just not going right for you. You just, like I said, men have a lot of pride. And men want to be the king of their castles. They want to be the one to say, I got this. It's my household. I want to be the one. Even though there are a lot of couples, married couple, and they do work, each do have their job. But men have always had the position of being the breadwinner. And then once they get to the point where they can't help you or it hurt them, that really hurt their pride. It really do. It hurt their pride when they feel that they can't provide for you or give you some of the nice things that he wants you to have because of the job he didn't get or going through some type of illness and not able to work. Yeah, men, that's what I'm saying. Men want to be heard too. And they do, and y'all do matter, Frank. Y'all do matter. That's why I'm talking about y'all guys. Y'all matter. People can say they don't need no man, and men can say they don't need no woman, but we both need each other in sometime. You're gonna need each other sometimes. If you just dare to listen at someone. Like I said, I hope what I share be helpful to someone. There are some people out there that are dealing with stress, depression, and there are some people out there need someone to talk to. And we in our channels, we need each other's support on these channels. You know what I'm saying? We got YouTube creators in our chat right now, and y'all work hard along with myself trying to put out content. You either editing or not, or you just letting it go. But we all need some support somewhere. Because our videos, they're going to run, but it's good to have some support. Either you like or you throw them down. You still coming to the channel and you giving a view. Some people work hard on their channel. They do. Some people work hard. When I was trying to get back monetized, y'all saw what I was doing. I would run every night. I had this channel going every night, whether I was in there or not. But that channel kept on running. I was in my bed a lot of nights. I said, look, I'm going to go and see, I get these hours right here. And once I saw I was getting closer, I started getting a little relief. I'm like, YouTube got us going through this. If you want your channel, you're going to want it to run the way you want it to run. Yeah, they say even you get monetized, they still want you to keep something going on your channel if you're able to keep it running. But the reason I brought that up, because I was saying our channel, whether people want to say, that is part of some of our lives. There are some YouTubers just do that. Some people just are content creator. They don't work nowhere else. I know some of those big YouTubers, like them big ones. Some of them claim they get so much. They probably do. I don't know. I didn't know you got to make $100 before you get paid. I know that. I know that for sure. But I'm saying though, but social media is not nothing for us to stress over about. And we're gonna get into that about that them YouTubers. I gotta read it more about it, Frank, but I'm gonna talk about it tomorrow. I want people to know today before I leave here, nobody on YouTube is worth me losing my sleep over. It ain't worth my family grieving over for the loss of me. You see what I'm saying? It ain't worth it. Before I let someone stress me out, you just won't see me. You won't see me. I'll let you have it. I deal with my own health issues, and I try to do what I can to be around as long as I can. I'm not going to let no YouTuber take me out. If you're miserable, stay miserable. Okay? But because you feel I won't go back at you, don't think I'm a pushover. I'll say what I got to say, mean what I got to say, and I'm done with it. I don't like all that beefing. I might moderate for channels that do, but that's their channel. I'm not going to tell nobody what to do. I'm not going to tell nobody how to run their channel. If you want to continue to do what you do you. But I like to protect my peace. My peace of mind is worth anything to me. So I'm just telling people, and we're going to talk more about it tomorrow. I'm going to read up on what happened to they said they killed the people on live. Did it, y'all? I got to read more about it. So did the people actually get killed while they was on their channel? That's just too much, y'all. That's too much. I mean, like I always say, this is social media. This is not our life. But some people do take it to another level. We're going to talk about it tomorrow. But I got to read more about it. I just saw where I've been seeing some YouTube creators have been sharing about it. And it's sad. It's sad. It's sad. I remember one time a girl from the other sector, she was trying to get up under my skin, in which I let her get up under my skin. Because she took one of my pictures and put on her channel. Because, I follow the Dream Team crew, the group over there. That's where I started from, right? And this what really irks me. This irks me so bad. A person won't support you because they don't like who you following. That's crazy. Why you don't support me because me and another YouTube creator don't be around each other. I don't go to your channel. You start supporting me because somebody else don't like me? Or you want me to stop supporting a person because you don't like them? People, don't fall for the okie doke. Use your own mind. Support who you want to support. And I think that's some of the biggest issue out here. That is some of the biggest issue out here is too many followers. All of us out here trying to build our channels, whether you want to get monetized or not. You appreciate what you do on your channel because you have people coming there. Some people be looking for some things to watch. So I'm just saying, I'm gonna read more about what happened, but I just know they said 2 people got killed, and it was about some YouTube beef. Crazy. No, everybody's not going to click, and I'm fine with it. I know someone came in my chat one day and said, you need to get more views. I said, well, start watching. Maybe I'll get some more. No, before I got monetized, yes. I used to be like, is it worth it? Ain't nobody watching my videos. Ain't nobody supporting. And I just started saying, I'm just going to let it just do what I do. God will put the right people in your path. Okay. He will put the right people in your path. The same people that you say you started out with. That the one that chose to go other places, but there was a reason for that. It was a reason why it's a reason why God moved people out your life. Don't question them. I don't. I just thank God for his grace and mercy every day. That's it. I don't know. I know what she said. People don't watch. Yeah, that is so true. They don't. If I was over here talking about who Lion Pride slept with, what about you? If I had a thumbnail and say, woo, who they caught Frank with last night? Boy, you'll see people coming out the wet work. You'll be seeing them coming out the bushes. Because they're going to want to know who Frank was with last night. But that ain't my business. I don't care who these people sleep with. Long days sleep with my husband. Oh, yeah. Do you. Do you. They'll be climbing each other. Absolutely. But I have enjoyed y'all. Y'all know we get to talking over here. I have enjoyed y'all, but I did wanted to bring that up about the men. Y'all lives matter too. You hear me, Ernie? My husband here. You know that your health matter, right? What? Your health do matter, don't it? No. I can't get. I'm trying to trick it and get it in camera, y'all. My husband go out the way. I asked him, your health do matter, don't it? He said, yeah, you know it do. So that's the main thing, y'all. That's the main thing, knowing that our life is important. Frank, he was studying. I told you come in here, I'm going to ask him a question. He hurried up and got out of here. He ain't on YouTube today because Sometimes he'll peep in my chat like he did the other day. I wasn't at home. When I'll be at home, I go live. He gonna come in that chat. Now when I be at home, he'll be studying me then. But let me be gone somewhere and go live. Y'all see Ernest Moore pop up in the chat. Y'all notice that now. When I be at home or with them kids, he might pop up. But when I'm like on the road or out of town, he'll be like, I saw you when you were live. I said, okay. I know you did. I said, while you looking, you better give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up while you're looking. But yeah, Frank, you know I appreciate you. Frank been drinking up that pineapple water. Y'all see you got your picture, Frank. That should last you at least 2 or 3 days. But yeah, it is Father Day weekend, y'all. Father Day is coming up. Father Day is coming up the weekend. Yeah, it's Sunday, yeah. Think my daddy gonna come home this weekend. Yeah, I think my daddy come home this weekend. But yeah, we just remember to try to keep each other encouraged. Like I said, men, don't think it's weak because you go to the doctor. Don't feel like you're a weak person because you're trying to make sure you're taking care of yourself. Oh, you did? Okay. Because we all got to take care of ourselves. We got to take care of our mind, body, and soul. That's what we have to really protect. We got to protect all of those. And I'm just going to read some encouraging quote. I think I shared it in a short earlier today. So let's see. What y'all had for dinner today? Y'all had something good? I got some more lemon water. I got to finish up. I told my husband, I said, I ain't drinking no ginger ale this week. Because he was like, you got something to drink? I said, I got some pineapple water. I ain't had no caffeine in 3 days, y'all. Oh, Jesus. I thought I wasn't going to make it. This is just some encouraging word. Mental health problems don't define who you are. They are something you experience. You walk in the rain, you feel the rain, but you are not the rain. By facing our challenges and overcoming them, we grow stronger, wiser, and more compassionate. That is so true. Mental health is not a destination, but a process. It is about your drive or not. It is about how you drive, not where you're going. And that's true. That is so, so true. What is that, Frank? Oh, it's about your picture. But yeah, I'm gonna go over that story tonight. And tomorrow I can just share my thoughts on it. But it's crazy. It is crazy. Somebody lost their life. You know what they were beefing about, Frank? I'm trying to look it up now, but I saw it, but I ain't really just got in the details about it. But I'm gonna talk about it tomorrow. But anyway, you guys, I appreciate y'all for coming over. What y'all had for dinner today? Y'all had some good? And thank you again, Miss B, for the $5 cash out. If y'all want anybody to see anything y'all done today, if you did a video or a live stream or anything you got coming up at this time, y'all can drop y'all links. Don't forget to check out my members. Don't forget to support one another the best way when you can and when you're able to. Blocking channels. Who you blocking channels? Oh, you say you blocking channels? Something. Oh, that's what it was about? Something about channels. Oh, okay. Oh, that's what it was about. I'm gonna go ahead and check it out. I'm gonna read it when I get off here. Wow. Lion Pride, you done did your walk for the day? You walking now? Y'all make sure y'all check out Lion Pride. She be walking in the night. She walk just about every day. I catch her some night. I don't know if you already been. You already been? You about to go down Lion Pride and go walking. Y'all make sure y'all check her out. She be walking and talking. She be dropping some nuggets over there. She share about a little everything. Wellness, politics. She share about a little everything. That's your team. You don't want to get to talk about the man. What you call him? What you call Trump? Lion Pride. You got a name for him. What you call him? Dump. I ain't been hearing too much about him since his best friend left and right about strikes. Oh, okay. I remember when TG, what a man ain't I remember when I got my first strike. What a man ain't TD Jakes. TD Jake gave me a strike, y'all. I was sharing one of TD Jake's videos. Shoot. I had put some of his video in my video. He gave me a strike. And I did write him right. You know, when you get a strike, right, you can recount and tell them that why you got a video. I was telling him I was new because I was just sharing stuff, didn't know what I was doing. And I told him I'm new at this. And I really enjoyed your sermon, so I just shared it. And I said, could you remove the strike? I had to wait 30 days. That man was studying me. He was studying me. You hear me? Miss Key, what you been up to? Are you live? I know Live Pride gonna go live. Miss Key, are you live? But I tried my best. I wrote the man as nice as I can be. That man was studying me. He gave me a big old strike, and I had to wait 30 days, y'all. You know when you get 3 strikes, you can lose your channel. Then I had got another strike. I've had like 2 strikes since I've been. No, he didn't reply to me. I had 2 strikes since I've been on YouTube. I don't have none now, but since I've been on YouTube, I got 2 strikes. Okay, you been doing okay? How that pineapple water working with you? TD Jakes. Because that's what they saying, like, now that's what YouTube say. You can't use other people's content, right? And when I first started, yeah, I said, the man of God gave me a strike. When I first started, I was just sharing stuff, you know, because I didn't know. I really didn't know all the rules that I know now. And I had took some of his sermon and made it like it was my own. That's why y'all don't see me showing no clips no more. I don't show nobody stuff of my own. You know, I might show like pictures and write, but I'm not showing nobody videos because they'll get you. They will get you. And I told myself, I'm new on YouTube and there's a lot I got to learn. The man was studying me. I had to wait 30 days for that strike to go off. Then I had got another one from an old video. It was about some eggs or something. I think I was doing some eggs. And I shared a video about some eggs. That one was struck. I said, look, y'all ain't got to worry about me no more. I ain't using y'all stuff. Believe I learned my lesson. Certain things I won't call him. Okay. Okay, you said the water been refreshing, girl. I really had to go today, Mickey. I already I wasn't feeling up my best the last 2 days, though it come from my back issue and stuff. But today, that stuff had me running. That pineapple water had me running today. I detoxed today, and I mean it. Yeah, be good. But yeah, he ain't a man of God, Frank. Frank, TD Jakes. Wait, yeah, TD Jakes ain't no man. I heard, is he retired? Have he retired? I have been. You've been exposed there. Oh, you got a video about him, Frank? I know. I've been hearing stuff about it. They say he didn't retire. Have he retired? Lion Pride is live, y'all. If y'all want to go over there and give her a thumbs up, I'm see can I get her a link. Because some people get ready to close this out in a few more minutes. Anybody else live or anybody got something y'all want people to see, y'all can drop the link at this time. As he should. Okay. But yeah, honey. I learned about them strike then. I was, oh, this is what people be talking about when they get strikes. Okay. Can one of the moderator get line? See, where your link at, Line Pride? Put your link in the chat. We can go over there and give you a thumbs up. I'm trying to see if I see it on my other device. Come and wrap this up in a couple more minutes. But yeah, I'm gonna read into that about the YouTube beef. Some people live for it, y'all. Some people live for drama. I'm just gonna tell you, some people live for it. They really do. Some people live for it. That's Lion link right there. She just started walking. Y'all want to go over there and give her a thumbs up. You know, over here we try to support all the way around the board. If we know somebody that's in the chat that have been in this live stream live, or you got something you want somebody to see, you can drop the link at this time. You know, I don't try to promote somebody that ain't in my chat during the live stream. I want to make sure we get the support the people that is in that live. That's how I do. That's how I've been, and that's how I will continue to do. I don't promote Sue down the road. If Frank got something going on, we're gonna see what Frank got going on. Miss Key, Miss B, Top, anybody that's came to this live today, I give you the opportunity to drop your link and let us go give you a thumbs up. Can't worry about Sue went in my chat. I don't do the promotion unless you over here supporting. No, we have to have rules on our channel, y'all. We have to. We can't let people just come in dropping their links without permission. You know, I always have a time. Y'all see mostly when I do my lives, if I don't forget, I always say, if y'all got something y'all want somebody to see, drop it. You know, I acknowledge that y'all have did some work either today or anytime. You know what I'm saying? But when you come in, don't speak and start dropping. I can't stand that. That's what I call disrespect. So I believe in giving people their flowers over here. I think you deserve your flowers while you're here. I don't do that now. I recognize who come over here. And I know, you know what I'm saying? If you're in my chat today, we want to know what you've been up to. What you been doing, Miss B? You been doing anything on your channel? Because I haven't been seeing you lately. Have you been doing anything? Miss Key did anything? I know Miss Key and Frank did their pineapple water along with me today. I don't know if they did anything else, but y'all can check them out. Every pastor, that's what Miss Key said. Every pastor has a past its own past. Its own past continue to keep some of them some bad habits. Oh yeah, that's true. Y'all see Lion Pride link? She's live. If I'm trying to see what her link. I see she had put it in here. I'm going to look at my thing. Okay. Maybe I thought you was a moderator. Y'all got something going on today or tomorrow? Y'all can put the link in. I'm going to line. I'm going over there and give her a thumbs up, and I just come over there and see her. She got a live side up or what? I don't see her live. What you did something this morning, Miss B? I'm going to your channel, see what you been up to. Make sure I have the bells back on. Sometimes we just don't get we don't get notifications. Oh, you did something, what, 5 days ago? Oh, you did something 10 hours ago. I'm looking at your video you did 10 hours ago, BB. I hit your bell again because I don't be getting notifications from a lot of people. Oh, you been walking? Okay. Walking with Jesus. That's all right, Miss B. Walking with Jesus. He the right one to be walking with. Y'all make sure y'all go over there and check out Miss B. She did something about 10 hours ago. Let me see, can I copy it? And like I said, I know Frank and Miss Key did their pineapple water video, but I don't know if they did anything else. I hadn't seen it at least. But anyway, I'm finna get off of here. But I'm gonna come out tomorrow, and we're gonna talk about that. Oh, we're gonna talk about this YouTube beef thing. Like I said, I don't. If a person don't deal with me, if a person don't come to my channel, only thing I can do is just have to accept it. I'm not gonna get mad about it. People support who they want to support. I just know what I have done. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna find out what really happened. Frank just put his short in there. You did a short, Frank. I just put my B link in there. Oh, I'm looking at this with Frank. I don't know when he did it, but something about a little girl 4 hours ago. Wow. Why do people do that though? Why they just don't tell the truth about stuff? Wow. Cute little girl too. It's too sad. Wow. And I don't know why they do that when they be the only one that be done did it. It be the parents who be doing all those things, I was looking at Frank video a while ago. Walking on as usual, and I want to start back with the movie reviews. Oh, okay. Did y'all watch the movie Straws? I'm gonna talk about that Friday. Oh my God. That movie had me crying, y'all. If y'all ain't watch it, y'all haven't watched it yet. It made me mad and I was crying at the same time. But I'm gonna talk about it. I'm gonna set that up for Friday. Yeah, I know you used to walk all the time, maybe. I know you used to walk all the time. Hey, Six Bo, how you doing, girl? I was looking at your video about that refrigerator. Lord, that's it, Bo. Go. Did you get it? Did you get it right, Simbo? Girl, you know you ought to stop. I seen that about you trying to fix that refrigerator. Simbo said she ain't gonna quit. Y'all need to go see that video. It's so funny. But she be so serious though. I guess she's trying to put the racks in the refrigerator. I don't know what we're gonna find. But you were doing it, girl. You be over there doing it all. Y'all make sure y'all go over there and check out Simbo video. She's like, hey, no, I'm not a quitter. I'm not a quitter. That's right. Don't give up. Don't give up on none. Oh, you don't see her? I was trying to find her link. I went to her channel. I don't see where she live at. Unless she haven't went. Sisbo, did you finish the refrigerator, girl? Oh, Lord. But anyway, you guys, I think I done did enough for today. We was talking about men's mental health. Let's remember, guys, your health does matter. Your health matters to us. So you have any brothers, your husband, your boyfriend, anybody, uncle, encourage them to go to the doctor. Like I said, my brother always tell me, I'm gonna die from something anyway. I'm like, boy, get going to the doctor and get yourself checked out. If you just go get a physical once a year, at least try to get a checkup once a year. You know, don't wait until something being already came on you, and because early detection does save lives. Like I said, all my brothers got to be tested for prostate because of my dad. One of them got it done, but them others they don't want to. But they telling them because, you know, since my dad have it, you know, he got boys. They saying all of them got to be checked. My other brother said he gonna go, but I don't know. I be trying to get him to go on and tell him to do it. That happened yesterday. Well, all right then. I enjoyed everybody. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all night. I'm gonna go over and see what Lion Pride up to. She'll probably walk for a little bit. She talking and walking. So let's continue to support everyone the best way we can. You know, sometimes we're not able to see everybody live stream videos or post, but just know that's what we call replay. So I do want to thank everybody that did tune in today. And again, thanks for the super chat again, Miss B. Appreciate you. I appreciate all my members, all my moderators, and everybody that do support. Y'all continue to have a blessed night. You was when I turned into your video, right? I said, what is going on over here with Six Bo? Because I hadn't seen you in a couple of days. Like I said, for 2 days, I've been trying to get back on track. I had some treatment done on Monday. I just been so restless. So I said, I'm just going to probably come live today. I usually come live Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, but I just went up to it. I got them 2 shots in my back Monday. I said, I'm just relaxing a little bit. And it's still a little sore, but they got it in that, right there where that joint was. And I said, I'm going to see what everybody been up to. And I saw your video. I'm like, Lord Jesus. You like you was trying to put something in a rack or something in your refrigerator. Seemed like it. That's right, girl. That's right. Y'all are troopers. That's right. We're not quitters over here. We strapped. Might be about broke down, but we strapped. We keep a strapping over here. That's right. That's right. But did you finish though? Because like you were doing something on another video. She on now. Okay. Let me go over here and it was deep, Frank. You know I gotta talk about it, Frank. Straw was deep. Huh? You think it was a pro representation of a black woman? You think that how you? It was a lot of people saying that, but it had me cry. But I'm gonna talk about it though. There were a lot of people saying Tyler Perry be like he do those moves with black women, but it's reality though. I'm sure everybody had a supervisor would act crazy. That man, I'm gonna talk about it later. Yeah, y'all have a good night. You just finished? Oh, you had stopped and started, right? Y'all make sure y'all check out each other's videos. Hey, Sassy. My girl Sassy been doing her thing over there. Shout out to everybody enjoying that pineapple water. And if y'all like me, you probably been in the bathroom today because I have. Okay, I liked it too. We're going to talk about it. But anyway, y'all don't forget to support each other. Y'all continue to have a blessed night. and stay encouraged and always stay what? Prayed up. And men, your life does matter. All right, y'all. You got your pineapple? You supposed to been dead something. See, well, I know you been busy, sweetie. You did a video? Yeah, I know I seen yours, Sassy. You had one of the whole pineapples and you crushed yours then. I was gonna get one of those, but I was gonna see what my husband would peel it for me because I can't peel them. I can't peel the whole thing. That's why I got the can. Your slur is messed up. You might be moving, Six Ball. Are you moving? Well, all right, you guys. I got a little more water to drink before I go to bed. Then we'll be on day 4. I think next week is Prouder Day. I think that's what it is. I gotta look at it again. I think next week is Prouder Day. So y'all can just share some prayers, because we need prayer, y'all. We really do. That's why we put that in there. A lot of people going through stuff. We need prayer. So I didn't see your pineapple, my daughter peel mine. No, I didn't get it because I don't know how to peel it. I don't know how to peel it. I tried to peel one day. Shoot, about to cut myself. I said if I would have get one, I'd let my husband do it, but I just didn't fool with it. Yeah, Prouder Day is next week. I hope y'all gonna be enjoying doing that. All right, y'all. I'll see y'all in the next go round. Bye-bye.